Welcome to Industry Champions. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and joining me remotely from Maryland is Sheridonna Wilson with Sheridonna Design. Sheridonna, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. You brighten my day. I look at you. We were talking off camera. You're doing amazing stuff, and you're really, like I told my 3 adult children, if you can find your passion, you'll have a much, wealthy, if you will, not necessarily monetarily, but a healthy and wealthy life. So that's great. So
Exactly.
let's talk about you. Let's talk, Sheridonna Design. What is this company and why did you create it?
So, Sheridonna Designs is a fashion brand that focuses on sustainable fashion, style, confident, and being able to give real life, experiences and opportunities to other designers as well. So, I created our brand because being from Kingston, Jamaica, I just have a very unique form and body shape. So I wasn't able to find the things that I want to, represent me because our motto or our tagline for Shirt On Designs is dress how you want to be addressed. So I
Mm,
want clothing that reflects how I feel, and like my moment at this time. So we wanted to create a brand that could help people to illustrate their vision. So we do custom design and we also have capsule collection as well. So we're just here to, close that gap. A friend of mine, we just went out and to see Valiant. He's an international artist, right? And
yeah.
she was like, she went to go find somewhere. I'm not even gonna. I shouldn't even say, but it was just like a department store that is known,
Yeah.
and she was just like, I couldn't find anything, and I was like, this, and then of course I was wearing custom design. And I was like, this is why we have shit on design. She was like, I wish I had my stuff made. I'm like, that's exactly like you want to be able
Yeah.
to come, you want to wear an outfit to reflect what you're feeling at that moment. And this is where custom design comes in and shared on designs come in. Like we can make that vision come to life. Like I did that for myself and I do that for others. And I love that I could be the creator and
Yeah.
the creation. So when she's just like, oh my gosh, Sheridonna, you look stunning. Like, you too can be stunning when you're rocking stuff, you know? So
Well, it's
that's just
true.
one example.
Yeah, it's like that saying, right? You judge a book by its cover. So, like example, I was talking to a prospective client on Tuesday, and I've only met him, remotely. He flew from California into Florida, and we met. And then as he's getting out of the car, it's just intuitively because we're human beings, right? We have inherent bias that the way he was dressed and presenting himself is like this is a serious person in a good way who
Mhm.
really cares about his company and doing what they do, and that first impression, that first, less than 10 seconds matters in what you're doing, right? And I think,
Really does.
yeah, I think, that thing called COVID, we had people that got very, very relaxed in the way they dressed, which is fine, but you got to
Mhm.
have a sense of style because that style breeds reputation, reputation breeds opportunity. So that's great. You're in the space. How long you been doing this? And so your inspiration story is pretty amazing.
So I've created shirt on design since 2017. So it's like going on 10 years and some change.
Wow.
I feel like before I actually established it, with incorporation, I already was building it in college. So but technically 10, but I feel like my whole life I've been building my brand for real.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was just like destined. It was destined.
that's great. Now,
Yeah.
congratulations on that. I mean, if a business survives more than 2 to 3 years, I mean, that's a success in many cases. So that's huge. So, sustainable fashion, what does that mean to you, and how do you work in this space?
To me, sustainable fashion means you are conscious about your fabrication, you are conscious about your craftsmanship. You can be flexible, right? You
Yeah.
are, for us, we do couture sustainable fashion. And what that means is like our craftsmanship. We do a lot of, designs that we have gorgeous fabrications like the craftsmanship. We do a lot of French seams, a lot of lining, like
Mhm.
just elevated simple touches, to make it more elevated than just a regular off the rack. We want you
Yeah.
to feel like wealthy, rich, and
Yeah.
not because you have the word sustainable means it's going to be, uh, I'm going to say the word cheap, because I feel
Cheap.
like
Yeah.
sometimes people have like the perception of like, oh, sustainability is just like, regular degla. But I'm
Yeah.
here to change that perception, because the collection that I'm working on right now, right? So we have collaborated actually with Planet Aid, and what we're doing is we have they said that we can go shopping, so we went shopping, get a bunch of stuff, including a lot of denim. So what we're doing is repurposing
Mm.
the denim, and we merging it with, unconventional fabrication, like putting satin in there, chiffon with there, and really making it couture. And for this collection, I just feel like with the people I've shown so far, it was like, oh my God, I can't believe you got that from Planet Aid. Like,
Yeah.
it's just beautiful, because it's the perception we have to change, of a thing. So sustainability means luxury if you approach it right, if you have the right craftsmanship. And I have the mindset to be able to do that, because I just love looking fabulous, darling. So,
Yeah, you
and I
do. You
don't
look
like off
great.
the rack, so I
Yeah.
have to do the thing. Like
Well,
art designs, you're not gonna be able to get it off the rack. It's got to be custom.
well, the way you look is a lot of times the way you feel, right? And that provides
Exactly.
it provides, not just good mental health, but also good outcomes in many cases. So you're also, also doing accessories, correct?
Yes, we do accessories from, hood scarf to hair accessories like bow scrunchies or regular scrunchies, and it's in satin, ivory, and then midnight black. And we do also do jewelry and stuff like that. So we are the one stop shop. Like, we can
Yeah.
get dressed from head to toe. So when I say head to toe, I mean head to toe. I'm also a professional, a hairstylist. So if you come to say, okay, Sheridonna, we have even like a wedding or birthday gala, or you have a special event, we can. Our two companies, Sheridonna Beauty Studio, we could do your hair and your makeup, and then we could get you dressed with Sheridonna Designs, either a styling, or we can create something custom design. So we get you dressed from head to toe.
Wonderful. So Shadana, how do people find you and how do they find the company?
So you can reach us at
Yeah.
SheridonnaDesigns.com. That's SheridonnaDesigns.com. Sheridonna Designs.
Wonderful. Even sung. Well, I tell you what, we're going to do is take all that contact information, include your own personal contact information. I know you're on LinkedIn. I'm going to highly encourage folks to, one, look at the company. They got a need to definitely reach out to you, either, through the website or through LinkedIn. So thanks for coming on and sharing your story today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
It's wonderful. Hey, folks, tune in to future industry champions. Got a lot of amazing people out there doing great things. Look at Sheridonna, what she's doing with Sheridonna Design. She can definitely help you up, step up your game or sustain that game, because reputation matters, whether that's in leisure or that's in business. We'll see you next segment. Live with gratitude.